welcome to the stage Circle of Champions members and Senior Vice Presidents Myriam de la Sierra and Bash BOKHARI.
Morning in the morning. Thank you, thank you. Good morning in the morning. Buenos dias. Salam alaikum. Sabah al-khair, etc., etc. These are the few languages I speak.
Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Bonjour. Bon dia.
I'm known, or I'm called Bash BOKHARI, but my name is Sayyid Basharat Bukhari Rashid. It's much easier Bash BOKHARI, right? I'm 55 years of age. I'm from Pakistan. I've been living in Spain for the last 25 years. I'll just quickly tell you how I came in ACN. One day I was invited to a presentation. At the end of the presentation, somebody asked me, what did you like best? I said, is this woman married? When they said no, I said, I will keep the woman. Now, that was 2 months before this woman decided she's going to give me a call, because I had been courting her constantly, trying to seduce her, and that was no effect. So I decided after 1 month, that I'm going to take it easy and see if she misses me. And about like 3 to 4 weeks after that, one day I saw the telephone and it said, Myriam. I said, yes, she misses me. And I picked up the phone and said, I'm busy. Then it rings again in about 15 minutes and I pick up the phone and I said, I'm in a meeting. I said, now she misses me. Finally, the third time, I picked the phone and I said, yes, can I help you? And she goes, I'm going to Nice for a weekend. Would you like to come with me? I said, yes, she wants to go to Nice with me for a weekend. I said, how would you like to go? By plane or by car? She goes, how about we go in the car? I said, wow. She wants to spend 1,400 kilometers, a small car, too fast, close vicinities. Who knows what happens, right? So, when I got to her house, I suddenly saw her with 2 of her friends. I said, what are they coming from? I thought, of course, I mean, a decent lady just can't go out with a man, so she needs an excuse to have 2 other friends because they're all going to Nice, right? It makes sense, right? Yeah. So we went to Nice, and she said, let me ask you to come and pick me up for lunch. I said, okay. And there I come to pick her up for lunch into one of these stadiums where she told me they're outside. And she says, actually, we are going to have lunch. I went there and I had this man. I call him the emperor now. I was like this, a little bit. And he came to me and he says, hello, my friend, we are going to have lunch together. Mr. Art Napolitano. And I said, no, I'm not having lunch with you. I'm having lunch with her. He says, no, we together. I said, now where are we going? And he goes, let's go have lunch together because also you will have lunch. We have 2 more people having lunch with us. Now I'm stuck. So I go down for the lunch with these people. And what I see over there is incredible because I meet on the lunch table Mr. Greg Provenzano, Mr. Mike Kupich, Mr. Miguel Santos, Art Napolitano, Myriam, and me, and I'm saying, what am I doing here? And I was having lunch. But the thing was, that day changed my life. When I came out of the lunch, I went and sat in the darkness up there, and since that day, that was 4 years ago, I was a TT, and today I'm an SVP. So my main topic is, the events are the most powerful tool for your success. Training events do something very interesting for you people. And that is, the more people you have in the events, the more your success is. So when people keep on asking me, they say, Bash, how come the growth of Spain is what it is? Now let me tell you, it's not only the growth of Spain. Let me see, how many Spaniards are there? Can I have Spaniards? Españoles? A few of them. But now let me ask another word. Do we have some Hungarians around? Yeah. Do we have some Germans around here? Oh, we have Germans, my God. Do we have some Italians around here? Yeah. What about the Portuguese? Do we have Portuguese? Yeah. And maybe an island called Great Britain. Do we have somebody from there? Yeah. Oh, so that, I don't want my best friends. And one of my best friends from Scotland. Do we have somebody? Yeah. And what about the Netherlands? Do we have somebody there? Oh my God. Now, last year, thank you. Last year when the first time we came to Netherlands, we landed on this stage, Myriam and I, as SVP, and just had about 29 people. But today, it is really amazing what has happened to Netherlands. Now, I want you to understand. I want you to understand, what does an event do for you? It creates knowledge. Do you people think you have learned something today in the last 3 days? Yes? Yes. It creates knowledge. Knowledge builds your belief. That's what happened to me 4 years ago. That's what happened to you. I saw so many people and I decided, wow, this has to do with, so I had a belief which in return was worth my while to go and do some effort. I went for the effort. I worked for it. In the beginning, when we were going from team coordinator, we made more than 15,000 kilometers every month. That's what Myriam and I, we used to do in the beginning. But that has created, the effort has been worth the while, because look at the success everybody is having, starting from Netherlands to Poland to all the countries. Do we have Polish here? Polish people are fantastic. Today I found out there are 3 boys, they have been walking for the last 4 days coming to this convention. Can you imagine? 3 boys from Poland walking. Let's give them a hand. And I was wondering, why did they do that? Why would they do that? Because they had a commitment, because they managed to fill in and confirm their entry into the system. So that's it, effort. Now there are 3 different types of events: 3-way calls, conference calls, meetings, PBR, BOMs, weekly training, leadership training, regional training, national training, and the international training. Now let me tell you one thing. Promoting the international training or getting the people to international training has managed to get this. Now, how do you promote that? You got to know how to promote an international event. To promote an international event, you need enthusiasm. Are you excited? Yes, we are excited today. So you need to be excited about it. You got to put on the DVD of the last events and show the people, look, I was there. Take lots of pictures and show them, I was there. That's how you do it. Then you have no excuse. You do not negotiate. You say, if you are going to be the event, I will work with you. Otherwise, somebody else. Give testimonies. Don't go crying. Oh, it's so nice. No. Oh, they do everything. No, you go. If you go there, you will change your life. I heard one of the SVPs once saying, and I loved it. You go and tell that guy. He says, look, John, you and I, we are working for your freedom. Let's go to an international event to learn how to be free. It's worth your while. Make bold statements. If you look around the world, there are people who give their lives for the freedom. Is that true? So why do you think the freedom has to be free or easy for you people? Why do you think that? Why can't you figure this thing out? That you got to work for it. There are 3 boys who have walked from Poland to Cologne for last 3 days. Are you capable of doing that? Who thinks Lisbon is far away? It's just 5 days walking from Poland. And I can tell you there will be more Polish in Lisbon than any other country if you want to have a bet. Because I know them. I'm not sure about Spaniards. Maybe Spain would be there. Are you going to be there, Spaniards? Yes or no? I can bet on that. And the Dutch will not stay back. The Dutch will not stay back. Now I can tell you the facts. Just tell, but the stories sell. Go tell the stories what you have saw in here. Because one of the things is, if you edify ACN trainings, that is a commitment to your training. You have to commit today. You have to commit today that next event in Lisbon, you are going to be on this stage. Who is going to be on this stage next event? Who is going to be here? Now, if you really think that you are going to be on this stage, you got to make the commitment today. I will just give you a few tips. That Nice 2007, we went, when Myriam took me, she tricked me, remember? She tricked me. There were only 12 people. If you are here with 12 people in your organization, you are going to be a team coordinator in the next 90 days. That's what happened to us. When we managed to get to Milan in 2007 as team coordinator, how are my Italian friends doing? Italian friends? Come on. Hey guys, don't go to sleep here. So Milan had a big significance for us. We were team coordinators. There were 39 people. Now, if you have 39 people here, you are going to be an RVP, so you better make sure that you are in Lisbon. Reaching Lisbon was 250 people. Now, if you have 250 people in 1 year, you will be a circle of champions. Do you want to be there? I can tell you it's an advantage. If you want to do that, last year, exactly 1 year from here, we were in Cologne, here last year, promoted to senior vice president, and there were 2,000 people from the organization in the same stadium. How is that? Now, if you manage to get 2,000 people in Lisbon, you are going to be an SVP, and I can promise you that, because numbers never lie. Numbers are numbers. I can tell you a very simple trick. It is very simple. If each team coordinator manages to get 50 people to Lisbon, a lot of them are going to be RVP. Now, we are going to hand out some of the registration forms. So we want you to take these forms and start filling them, but while I'm going through. Now, let me tell you, what is the training do? Every training is different, so have we learned anything new? I have been coming 4 years for these trainings, and everything I learn more. I've been learning that. What do every training is different. That increases your confidence. 80% of your business is going to be with the trainings. Now, I only know a few things. I listen to the successful people. As I said, what does Art Napolitano said? He said, if I had to choose between making a client, sponsoring a new representative, or promoting an event, I would choose an event, and so will I. So will I. Take the people to the event. But moreover, look at what Mr. Greg Provenzano, the president of ACN, says. He says, to accelerate your business, come for 3 days to the event, and you will gain 18 months. Now, remember one thing important. Promoting the events, I will give you a few tips, and very good. Keep the costs low by early booking, sharing hotel rooms, and carpooling. Now, early booking means today, and only for today. Only for today. If you book your seat in the Lisbon, it is only for 99 euros. 99. Is that good or no good? 99 euros if you sign today. Fill up the forms that you have so that you can do it. Have fun, meet lots of people, do networking, and do. Now I will pass on to Myriam so that you can do what events can do for you.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Buenos dias. Hello, Switzerland, die Schweiz. Bonjour, la Suisse. I would like to share with you a couple of ideas about what the events can do for you. And I would like to ask you one big favor. You're going to have time to fill up the applications, okay? You don't have to be moving around now. We're just going to have time. What I would like you to do is just, please, for 15 minutes, sit down in your place and listen, okay? Because what I want to share with you is some insights on how you can express and how you can live what you've been doing these days. Let me tell you one thing. We're going to talk about potential. We're going to talk about you, because you are the most important person. When I started in ACN, I was not presented the opportunity in a BOM. A friend of mine from Italy tricked me into a convention. I was in Nice, sitting on the last row, watching what's going on, and I didn't know what was happening. But what I did get was a feeling. And I'm going to talk about what the convention can do for you. We're going to talk about beliefs. We're going to talk about your attitude. We're going to talk about your habits. We're going to talk about the fears. And we're going to talk about your expectations. So please listen carefully, because those are the main key points on you being here. Because in Lisbon, your goal is being right here where we are. So let me ask you a question. Who is new? Who was here? Who is here for the first time in a convention? Who is here for the first time? Okay? Well, let me ask you a question. When you saw ACN, didn't you think, I hope this is true? Because you did not believe at the beginning what was all about. But when you came here these 3 days, didn't you start believing on the future of this company? We're talking about ACN with all the news, the products, the enhancements, the people. Your belief system has grown about this opportunity. So one of the things that we get in this convention is the belief in the opportunity. But the second thing is you start believing in yourself. And that's the key. Because whatever we think, whatever we believe, we attract. And that's the key. A lot of people tell us, no, this is not going to work. No, you're not going to be good for this. No, this is nothing. And here, you're going to start thinking, I can do it, right or wrong. Who thinks after these 3 days, then you can make it? Tell me, who is it? Who thinks that? Okay? Because you've seen a lot of people up here like you. One day they started with the same ideas, but you didn't know maybe that you could do it. But here you will be able to do it. You know something? After those 3 days, we're changing our attitudes, right or wrong. We've been listening to the leaders talking about what do we need to do to be a leader? What do we need to do to smile? Leaders attract people. We need to have something special, a vibration that people say, I feel better when I'm with you. And that's the kind of people we need to be. In this kind of an event, we learn to be better people. Haven't you heard Darren about it? We need to be better leaders. And people who are better people improve in their results. There's a Chinese proverb that I love. You know which one it is? They say, the Chinese that doesn't smile should never have a shop. That's why all the Chinese are like that all the time, right? So we need to learn how to smile. And we'll be able to do that after these 3 days, okay? And whatever happens, we're going to be stronger. After these 3 days, whatever happens in our life, we're going to take it with the right attitude. I remember when I saw François Monfray in the stage, I said, I want to be like her. So when we were promoted, Bash and I, as SVPs, it wasn't something too emotional. You know why? Because every night when I used to go to bed, I used to imagine myself being promoted. Every time that people had said no to me, every time that I had people that said, oh, this is never going to work, every time in the evening, I imagine myself going up the stage and having my pin. So when I was promoted, you know what? It wasn't that emotion because I had already been there 1,000 times. And that's what you learn. You learn these 3 days to be able to visualize yourself as a successful person. And also, you start learning how to be excited. You know, all this excitement makes us feel good. And this has to do with feeling good. You know why they sell more eggs of the chicken than eggs of the duck? Does anybody know that? Do you know what happened? When a duck has an egg, you know what they do? They go, look, and they have the egg. When the chicken has an egg, you know what they do? They get excited, and they go like crazy. That's why we sell more eggs of chicken than ducks. So we need to be like the chicken. We need to be excited. We need to have people excited and attracted to what we have to share with them. But also, these 3 days, we talked about habits. You can be the most motivated people. You can be the most excited people. But if you don't change what you're doing, you'll have the same results. It was like this guy, you know, that used to look at himself in the mirror every day and used to say, I'm the best, I'm the best. But he never got out of the bathroom. So we need to have the habits of doing, like Mike Kupich was saying, phase 1 every day. But you know what's going to make you go out and do it? It's your why. We have been here 3 days thinking about us. What is our why? What's the reason why we are doing this? Let me share with you what was my why. When I started this business, I had lost my confidence in myself. I had lost my house, my summer home, my business. And one day, I was in the kitchen with my son Alex, and I was having a difficult time. And I had just started in ACN. And my son looked at me and said, "Mommy, what happened?" I looked at him right in the eyes, and I told him, "Alex, one day you will be proud of your mom again." And that's what ACN gives you. It gives you the possibility of reaching what you want to reach, to be proud of yourself. And that's what we get. But let me tell you, there are 3 motivations that make you go out and do it. And you know what they are? Number 1, your personal one. That was my why. Number 2, I don't know about you, but I have some friends that all the time say, "Oh, you're not going to make it. Are you still in that phone thing?" Right or wrong? Do people tell you that? Okay, the other day I had a friend who called me and said, "Myriam, how are you doing?" And I said, "Thank you so much." He said, "Why?" "Because you're the reason that made me succeed in this business. You are the one who told me you were never going to make it. This is not going to work." And that's your why, okay? You need to have that why. Then when you drive your new car, you say, "You eat it, right? You got it. I made it." And that's going to make you succeed. And the third thing that you see in this kind of conventions is that your why is other people too. Let me tell you, I have never been so emotional in this business like yesterday. When you see your team being promoted, okay? 8 RVPs in our downline yesterday. People, okay, that started with difficulties, that did not know if they were going to make it, but they had faith in themselves. And that has what ACN gives you. 5 RDs. People that started 2-3 years ago with a hope, and this is a reality. But we also learn that we need to be better people. I mean, I listen to Darren Hardy every single day. Every single day. We need to know how to improve as people. And the other thing we find out is that we're not alone. Let me tell you, this is a different atmosphere. I've been in business by myself, and nobody helps you. Here you've got cross lines, people that help you all the time. I mean, to me, I'm so delighted. I thought I only had 2 kids plus 2 of Bash, but you know, I go to Holland and they say, "Mama, Mama, you're my mommy." I go to the UK, "Mommy." I go to Poland and they say, "Mama." It's like you're adopting people because everybody's interested in your success, and that's different. And that the only place you see this is in a convention. And also you change your attitude. What's the difference in your attitude? I look every day for the right people. I look for the people who smile. And what's my attitude? Every morning when I go out, I think, who am I going to give my present? Who's the person that I'm going to give the present of the opportunity? I'm not going out to recruit. My attitude is who I'm going to share the opportunity with. Because if that person takes it, you know what? That person can change their life. So we're not afraid anymore after a convention to share the opportunity because we've already seen the results. And the other thing that we see in an event is the expectations. We change the way we think about what we're going to achieve. The other day, I was in a leadership training with some of the leaders, and we were in the evening just sharing some ideas with them. We were sitting down, and we were talking where are we going to be in 5 years. So some of the leaders were saying, okay, I would like to be here, I would like to be there, I would like to have a house. And one of them started crying. He's right there, Javier. And he said, I've been from a very humble family. I've never thought I could dream. Listen, we can dream. That's what we see here. We can see how you can dream again. And you're going to get out of here saying, I'm a millionaire. The only thing I'm missing is the money. That's the attitude. And that's what we're going to share. We're going to start collecting the Lisbon forms right now. I want you to give it to all your people and give it out and fill it up. You know what? We're going to have 2 voices, okay? Okay, I'm here. Why do I have to go to Lisbon? I'll think about it. And the other voice says, no, do it now. Why? Only 99 euros today. So everybody who signs up today, it's only going to pay 99 euros. But why do you have to fill up your form? Don't think about it. Everybody has the same form. Just put your name, put your address, and start giving it out to the leaders. And I would like the COC members, please, to come up here and help me get those, please, can you help me come up here?
Let's see if we have some forms. Let's see who are the people who are committed.
Sign up the forms.
Okay.
And say,
wow.
Okay.
We have Marta Gomez Diaz from Spain. She's in. Congratulations. We've got Francisco Javier Bartolome from Spain.
Have to be here.
Congratulations.
You're going to have to
somebody
be
from
here
Netherlands.
next time.
Wow. We have got from Netherlands, we've got Martin Double
Okay,
from Netherlands. Then we have got
Stefan.
We have Miguel Santos from Portugal.
Calvet.
Augusto Ferrer from Portugal. Fabio Luis from Portugal. Ana Carolina from Portugal. Liliana Andrés from Spain.
Who's gonna come here?
Marcelino de España. Let's get, if we get some
all
more
the
things.
people
Let's get some more things.
who are successful in this business
Jose Manuel
are in the
España.
international events.
We have some more. We
You have to be here.
Aneta Marie.
You have to be here and listen. Don't think about it.
Karsten Thorsen. Rainer. We've got Evalot.
Marcel.
We have, let's see, we've got Jonas. We have got
Isidora Van de Fern.
Jeanette.
Henry Scholl from
We've got
Germany.
Legendre. We
Mayfield.
have Francisco Torres. We've got Juan José Campos, España. Judith, we've got from Netherlands. We've got Alex Alexander from Scotland.
Simon Pierre.
We have
Fabián Figuera.
from France, Pedra.
Cyril
We have
Respond.
from Netherlands.
Dominicano
Ekman.
Flores.
We've got from Elian. We've got Alex Alexander,
Vladar
Scotland.
Roslav.
Arian from Netherlands.
Katia King.
Juan Paulo Reyes
Shantisha
from
Lloyd.
Portugal.
Michelle, do it now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Your life can change. Do it now. Have the commitment. Don't wait.
Today.
Remember, Doring, taking choices makes your life change.
Let's see. You have to remember one thing. It is today. You have to decide that you are going to pass on the stage today. So it's if you are decided today that you are going to be in Lisbon, you will be on this stage. You have to decide today if you are going to be on the stage in Lisbon or not. So you have to do it today, right now. So let's see if we can do it.
Vamos a
Let's see
llenar.
if we can manage to make a decision.
We're gonna be feeling on the
Decision to your
stage.
freedom.
Come on, guys.
Let's see if you can decide today that you will be free for the rest of your life. You got to be here
Deutschland
today
ist
on
frei.
the stage.
Wir
Today.
müssen
You got to
alle
start
dort
singing
sein.
today. So if you think you are on the stage today, you will be on the stage in Lisbon. And that is the most
Suisse,
important
on doit
thing.
être là-bas, on doit être à
Let's see
Lisbonne, tu dois
how the
être là.
Spaniards doing. I have heard that Spaniards have got 100 buses going. Is that true? How is that?
Jensen Livet.
What about the Netherlands? Let's see if all these guys, come on. Let's see if you guys are coming. How many of you are going to be on the stage?
Portugal.
I've heard there are going to be about 10 regional directors walking the stage from Netherlands. And the Polish guys, are you going to be here?
Right now.
Come on. Today you have to be on the stage. Let's see you doing it. Let's go, you're doing it.
Emma Guerrina,
María Luisa Cuaresma Toribio,
Thank you. Franti Magliocco.
John Nielsen,
Andrea Berti,
Luis Delon Nielsen,
Domenico
Este
Curia,
es el día. Toma las
Martin
decisiones.
Ellenson,
How about the
Nuestro
Mario,
and the Portuguese?
Chantonet
Puede
Davis,
ser
And the
hasta
Hungarians.
mañana.
I see the
Paolo
Hungarians.
Medina.
I don't know what you
Rebecca
guys are doing,
Edison.
but I
Las
can see that you
pequeñas
will be having a
decisiones
big
cambian la
party in
vida.
the
Christopher
Hungarians.
Nassi,
How about
Claudio
getting those
Borelli.
Hungarians right
Todos
here?
tenemos que estar
Now,
ahí.
Narciso
how about
Speri,
it? You have to
Luciano
decide
Re.
today that you are on the stage or not.
Portugal.
Let us see.
Sandri,
Todo es de Lisboa.
Lamoine,
Fioretti Alessandro,
Tout le monde doit être là.
Veronica Nalini,
UK. Where are the
Mario
UK?
Sani,
Argo Manuel,
Kołakowska, Aleksandra Słoniec,
Magli
Jarosław
Castro,
Kiraga,
Rosato Fabio,
Martin Wosnik.
Gregory Rodier,
All right. You see how many Polish people are there? Let's see if we have somebody from
Simone
Hungary.
Fornari,
Any Hungarians
Salam.
coming up?
Joaquin
Let's have some
Gemma,
Hungarians. How many of them we have there?
Maria Paola,
You have to
Sagui,
decide. This is your decision.
Aloisi Fabrizio,
You have to decide.
Laura
Are you
Kerr,
on the stage today? If you are on the stage
Valentina
today,
Gavani,
you will be
Yam.
in Lisbon.
Massimo Aloisi,
Decision is
Todos
made
los de
today.
éxito
Today
están
is
aquí.
when you
Fernando
make
Maria
the decision.
Cáceres,
Today is when you make the
Today.
decision. And please,
Caruso
pass on the
Giuseppe.
forms because this
Alessandro
Zini.
99
Michael.
euros is
Aleo
only
Andrea.
for today.
Julien,
Gianluca
99
Mauro
Calossi.
Neri,
Luciano.
For today.
Scossa.
Alessandra De
Please pass on
Michele,
all these papers.
Lotfi France,
Get it.
Luis Manuel Garcia
Only
Ferrer,
5 minutes left.
Nuestra
We have to go in 5 minutes.
Georgina
You
Rosa,
have to. I'm looking at the clock.
Michele,
I'm looking at the clock. You got 5
Casati,
minutes. Let's do it. Quickly. Come on. Come on.
Rosangela de Fátima
Quickly.
Esteves,
Write your name. You guys know your name. You don't
Antonio
have to
García Solá,
stare at it. There is no
Eduardo
small letter.
Largo,
You
Laura
just
Gandolfi.
have to write your name
Eduardo
and
Conto,
decide if you have your future decided. All you have
Francisco
to do
Román
is
Romero,
decide if your future is decided.
Bataglia Karim,
Today you got to be here today. You got to be here today.
On doit
Now
être
you
là.
have to decide.
Badia,
Very good.
On doit être là.
Rino,
Today you decide.
Hoy te dice
Wow.
Juan Antonio
I've
Rodríguez,
got an Iberian captain here, Pablo. You mine too. And we have Jesus Martinez. Let's see, we have everyone here. Come on.
Benzedine Reda, Fira Sachi,
Arrigucci Matteo,
Sambake,
If you can have 250 from your team in Lisbon, you are an RVP. If you have 250 people from your team in Lisbon, you are an RVP. It doesn't make any difference what you are today. You make the decision of becoming an RVP today.
Alberto Del Cigni,
Julien Brochet,
Sign up your form and you have made the decision. of being
Marcelo
here.
Honorio,
So you will be.
You have to be
Silvia
there.
Berlusconi,
Only a question of 200
Ugo De Rosa.
people, which means if every day from
Daniele
today
Petrella.
for the next 150 days you are inviting 2 people to attend Lisbon, you will have 300 people. All you have to think is you have to invite, you have to take 2 people for the next 150 days. And you will be able to get 300 people in Lisbon, which means you will be going to the stage as an RVP. So you can
España,
decide
tomar
if
la
you
decisión
are
ya.
walking the stage or
Roberto
not.
Costantini,
Are you walking to stay or not?
Donatella
Is
Di
now
Sol.
what you decide. Think about it.
Nadia Rota.
Make the decision. Are you
Pugliocchi
walking to stay
Vinci.
Giovanni
in
Ventura.
Lisbon?
Anna
99 euros.
Arrivederci.
The price will go up
Very
as soon as at 1 o'clock. The event is closed.
Bargiacchi
You
Maurizio.
will not be able to come in.
Renato Vic.
You have to think
Leon
smart.
Ferreira.
It is not a question of
Daniele Giustini.
working hard. You just heard
Alexander Pappet.
Andrea Borsi.
of working smart. It is not a question of
Innocenti
working
Elena.
hard. So you want to spend
Alessandra
99
Baldacci.
euros and you
Baldacci.
want to spend 150
Baldacci.
because for the rest of the 50 you will be
Alessandro
able
Viera.
to stay the weekend in
Michel
Lisbon.
Delpier. Isabel Porras. Fabrizio Cristini.
Maria
So
Margherita.
let's see if we can
Gonzaga.
be quick about it. We are left with only another 3 minutes.
Raffaele.
3 more minutes and we have to decide.
Enzo Buonoconto.
You have only 3 minutes to decide that you are walking the stage or not. You have 3 minutes to decide. Are you walking the stage or not? Decide now. You have only 3 minutes. Are you walking the stage? Are you in RVP? You've got to do it today. Now, because that will affect you in RVP. The decision is what makes it everything. So you have to think of yourself. Today, you have 150 days only. With 150 days, if you have 2 people coming every day to the Lisbon event, you will pass the stage as an RVP. Make the decision. Make the decision.
Lorella Sabatini.
See what you have. It doesn't make any difference what you are there. You can be an Ethiopia and you can be an RVP. You can be starting. Just remember. Remember the Hungarian RVP. They started the business in May. May, June, July, August, and September. In 9 months, 150 days, and we have 300 RVPs. So you know you can do it. If they can do it, you can do it. You have 150 days to become an RVP.
Giuseppe Montaruli.
Decide if you're going to be on the stage as an RVP. It is only 150 days. And even if you put only one
Corte Max.
in every day in one piggy box, €1 a day means you have 150 euros and you have made it to Lisbon, which means you have made it to your freedom.
Sandra Thomas.
You just have to decide about your freedom. What is your freedom? You don't have to decide about anything else.
Diana Gurriel.
How many times we have gone out and spent the money on anything else but freedom? Today is your freedom. It is a decision you have to take. You are left with only another 2 minutes. I'm looking at the clock. 2 more minutes. Let's see. You have 2 more minutes
Armati
to start the
Antonio.
decision. Decide. Do you want freedom or want independence? Absolute independence. You can do whatever you feel like. When you feel like. How you feel like. All you have to do is decide if you are walking the stage as an RVP.
Mison Julien.
If you can decide today
Sheriff
that you are
Salama.
walking the stage as RVP, you will be
Jordi
doing it.
Rubio.
Because if the Hungarians can do it in 150 days, you just have to make the decision. You just have to make the decision that
Franco Filippo.
So you're working smart, you're getting your inscription, you're doing it right now.
Sophie Puertas.
The 3 boys, the reason they were here is because they had made the commitment 5 months ago. They made the commitment that they are going to be here.
Paola Vallini.
Paola Vallini.
And they managed to do it very quickly. So you have to understand, if you have made the commitment of walking the stage, you will do it. We are left with only 1 minute. 1 more minute. Okay.
Rodríguez Colmenero. Edwin.
All right.
Segnaro Alice.
Okay. Thank you very much to all the Circle of Champions. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to all the Circle of Champions. Thank you very much to all the Circle of Champions. Please, everybody have a seat. Please, everybody have a seat.
Bernardo.
Please, everybody have a seat. Tell your neighbor. Shh.
Tell your neighbor.
Bon, Myriam.
Let's have a seat. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. It's like game over.
Thank you.
Come on. Now, from now on, please give it to anyone who's wearing, anybody from ACN who's wearing this uniform and it says security, you can hand in the forms. And let's sit down, please. Let's sit down, please. Let's sit down, please. Let us 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 sit down, please. Okay. Now, I'm just going to tell you one last advice. Last advice, and I've got exactly 20 seconds to tell you that. Some of you have made the decision today. You have made the decision of being on the stage today. On the stage today, you have made the decision, and you have 150 days and you will be an RVP. And it is very simple, because not one, not two, 3 Hungarian RVPs have just proven it to you that since May they have managed to do it. Is that true or not? So, if they can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it. So, I hope. Now, if you have these forms, please hand it over onto the 2 stages, sides of the stage, and anyone who's going with the uniform of ACN Security. Thank you very much. Hope to see all of you in Lisbon.
Gracias, hasta Lisboa.
Adiós.